And welcome, everybody. We are live with Iconic TV every Tuesday at 5 p.m. My name is Dr. Connie Scavella. I am your host and the founder of the Iconic Entrepreneur Group. And we are here to give you the tools and the strategies and the principles to take your business from 6 figures to 7 figures in 1 year or less without any of the stress and the struggle and the overwhelm that usually comes from trying to grow your business online. And so what we have been doing for the last 4 years is showing you, how do you do this? How do you actually simplify the entire process? How do you make it just as simple as 1, 2, 3, 4 simple steps to accomplish anything you want, to take your business from 6 figures to 7 figures, to double your revenue every single quarter. And if you're starting at $5,000 a month, do you know we can take you to 7 figures in 1 year, following our simple SOAR formula? All right. So what we are talking about today is one of the most powerful methods that you guys can use to grow your business. And that is a high ticket strategy with leverage. What are we talking about? We're talking about this. How do you actually grow and scale your business with groups and use these 4 simple steps to make it all happen? So we are live with this today. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how do you do it? And then I'm going to show you 2 special surprises and gifts that we have in store for you. But remember, what we are always talking about is high ticket secrets that you have to know. Because if you really want to grow a significant business, it has to be high ticket. And what does that mean? That means you have to provide a lot of value to your prospects. You can't just raise the price because you need to pay your bills. You really have to raise the value. All right. And so provide more quality to the people that you're serving. And we're going to show you an example of how to do that. And then we're going to show you why groups are so powerful and so important. Now, wherever you are watching from, if you are watching in our online webinar system, or if you are watching in our group, let me know. Are you watching online? Are you in the group? Are you on YouTube? Where are you watching? Are you maybe on LinkedIn? Let me know where you're coming in from. And I will tell you, if you want to get all the goodies, come back into our group, theiconicentrepreneur.com, and you will see everything that we have. Now, I am back after a little hiatus because somebody hacked my accounts, and now everything is back to normal. So we're excited to have you here. And let me know, first of all, as we're getting started, do you have a group? Who here has a group? If you have a group, go ahead and promote it down below. Just type in the name of your group. What is the name of your group? Obviously, our group is the Iconic Entrepreneur, and we want you to come there and join if you're watching anywhere else. So also, if you are struggling, if you are trying to get your business off the ground and you can't quite make things happen, we want to make sure that we can help you out. We have all types of tools and resources that we can give you. They're all for free. It's like a library. You can check it out. And our team is here. We have, I think we have Polly here, and Tally and Sandy and Angie, and they are like your librarian. They'll get you all the tools and resources that you need. But if you'd like to book a call with me, just make it simple, right? Just go to meetconnie.com. You can schedule a call on my calendar. We are going to strategize a plan for you, and then your business will skyrocket. It's that simple. Okay. So it's just 3 steps. You pick the time. We will sit down and look at what you're doing, give you a better strategy to get to 6 or 7 figures, and then your business is going to take off. Okay. So if you're ready for that, just go to meetconnie.com. We'll book a time and we'll talk for about 45 minutes and see what we can do to help you grow. Now, when we do these trainings, I want you to know that we're giving you information, but I don't want you to stop there, okay? I want you to go into implementation. So I want you to actually start doing these strategies that we're showing you. Don't just take the information, but actually start doing it. And if you're stuck, that's why we say book a call. And if you book a call during one of these live, then the call is totally free, okay? And let's talk about this whole group concept, because it's really about a plan, okay? And the plan is being singularly focused on one thing. That is the Iconic Way. But what does everybody else do? They give you so many different strategies to focus on that you get into total overwhelm. Anybody out there feeling like you're overwhelmed? I have to be on this platform and this platform and this platform, and I have to do all these things, and be on a blog, and I have to have a show, and I have to have a group, and then I have to do my reels, and you feel like you're just like a content producer. Anybody feel like that? You're just putting things out, but you're not getting anything back. So the strategy we're talking about today is, how do you get things back? And let's go look at groups. By the way, if you want groups, if you would love them, they work, you see us do it. It's our 6-figure a month strategy. But if you're not sure how to do it, you don't want to do it, maybe you tried it and you're over it, how about if we do it for you? Okay, so if you want your group done for you, we can take care of that. We can do the 4 parts. We can build it and create it and automate it and promote it. Okay, so if you want something like that, just do #DFY, #DFY, if you want your group done for you. Since we've been doing this for a very long time, we know exactly what to do, and our team can do all of the parts for you. So if it's what you want, and you just want to focus on talking to the people and training them, but you need someone to help you build it all out, just go to #DFY, and we will take care of that for you. So let's get started. What are we talking about? About the 4 simple steps to have success with your groups. The 4 things that we're going to cover today is, you have to have enough content. You also need to have the connections, the community, and the curriculum. And that's how simple it is. If you focus just on those 4 things, you can have 6-figure months, 6-figure years, 6-figure weeks. And the problem is, you might be tuned out about groups, like, oh, I don't want to do groups. But they really can work, but not the way that most people teach it. Most people teach it in a very spammy way. And it feels like, it just feels slimy, does it? I mean, we've studied it. We've learned different ways of doing it. And there's a lot of icky ways to do it. And then there's some that have a lot of high integrity. And that's really what we want to focus on today. Okay. So the old way of what people were teaching, if you want to make millions with groups, it took you hours and hours and hours a day, 4 to 5 hours a day, to try and get it going. And it was really random. You didn't really know what you were doing. You were up and down all over the place. You couldn't track anything. It felt very spammy. You're only dealing with top of the funnel, which means it's not targeted. It's just sort of reaching anybody and everybody who's out there. And when you try to do that, it's really frustrating. Okay. And then all you get is very few unqualified leads. And you do that enough, and you're going to get burnt out, and you're going to get frustrated. And that's why people think, oh, groups, no way, because you've been doing it the old way that people have been teaching it. So the new way, the Iconic Way to do it, is it's a system. All right. It's very systemized, takes an hour a day, and it's done through automation. Okay. So it's not just random things. It's very automated. It's systemized. You're dealing with bottom of the funnel. What that means is, you're dealing with the dream clients, the people that are perfect, your ideal avatar. Not everybody. You don't need groups of 50,000, 200,000, 700,000 people. You just need the right people. Okay. And we can show you how, if you only could close 3%, you could easily have a 6-figure or $250,000 a year business. And so the way we do it is, that'll be a funnel for you to bring in 300 leads in 30 days. So let me ask you, how long has it been since you brought in 300 leads? And if you don't have 300 leads in the last 30 days, maybe you don't even have a lead a day that you can call in the last 30 days, then I want you to pay close attention, okay? Because now, if that's 30 days, 300 leads, what happens when you do that month after month after month after month, okay? If you're the bottom of the barrel in closing, which means you can only close 1 in 10 people, that means that month, that 30 days, that's 30 people. If you have 300 leads, you can only close 1 in 10. That's 30 closings. How much is your offer? Is your offer 1,000? That's 30,000. If is your offer 10,000? That's 300,000. So do you see why this is so powerful? You've got to understand the concepts behind it, but you also have to understand the strategy behind it. Because if you try groups with a bad strategy or the wrong place, or it's not targeted, it isn't going to work. Okay. So this is why we want to teach this. And of course, if you don't want to do it, no problem. Okay. If you want to save more time, save more money, get more leads, and have less hassle, then we will do it for you. Okay. We will do our strategy in your business for you. All you have to do is type hashtag DFY. If you like what you're going to see today and you're like, this makes sense, but I don't have time, or I don't want to, or I don't have enough of a team to do this, you can do this just by yourself, or you can invite us to do it. Doesn't matter. Okay. Now I'm going to show you, if you want to do it by yourself, I'm going to show you what you can do. Okay. But if you want us to do it, just type hashtag DFY. Now, let's keep going, because the first thing that we talked about was the content, right? And we do have to first set up your group, right? And do it very simply. This is also something that we will do for you. We'll take care of everything. We'll set up everything for you. But if you're doing it on your own, the three things that you have to figure out first is the targeting. Who is the market that you're going to target? Remember, please don't target low ticket. Don't target broke people. Try not to target people that are really, really hurting because they have hardly any money. Okay, you can do philanthropy. That's why we do scholarships, right? But the first thing you want to figure out is, who am I targeting? You have to get that right. Now, there's a lot of steps that you can do, and there's free methods that will pull in people for free every single day that you want to target into your group. So targeting has to be the first thing that you get right. And when you set that up right, just like a website, right? You want to target the right people. You got to set your group up in the right way with the right sort of SEO and words and targeting words to pull those people in. And then you have to have the right titles. There has to be a way that you title your group so that people actually say, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I want to come in. Right? So if you come into the Iconic Entrepreneur, hopefully you feel pretty iconic, like you feel special, like, hey, I'm very different from everybody else. This is unique and high level. So have the right titles and subtitles for your group. Our copywriting team is absolutely phenomenal at getting the naming right and the titles. And that includes your descriptions in your group as well. So if you have your group, put down the name of your group. What's the title of your group if you have one? And type in how many people do you have in your group already? Because we showed you the new way to do it is 300 people in 30 days. That's how this system works. But if you don't have 300 people in your group, that's only Jacks for Openers. That's only where it starts to really sing. You really ideally want 500 people in your group. So that's why we teach you how to get 300 in the first 30 days. Okay, and then you've got the targeting, you've got the titles to get the people there. Now, what is the training? You're here in our training, right? And so we do training every single week. We do it absolutely for free. We won't charge you for it ever. We give you all kinds of tools and resources. And we don't do replays anymore. So you want to be live for that. Okay. So what is your training? What are you going to do for the people? And the training needs to align perfectly to the audience that you are targeting. Right? Okay. So you call them in with the right title, you target them, and then you train them so that they have a reason to stick around. Okay. So that's what you want to do really first of all. Now we talk about content. That's the first of the 4 steps, right? You've got to get content that creates a culture. And yes, like if you look at the first 4 letters of culture, it's cult, right? Think of it like a cult. You're trying to attract these people in so they all kind of sing the same tune. Okay. So what's involved in that? What is your brand? Now, if you're just Susie Jones life coach, Okay, that's not a brand. You really need to make sure that you have a clear brand that people understand and they know what you do and that it's exclusive, that there's nobody else doing exactly what you're doing. Okay. So we teach you how to go from 6 figures to 7 figures in 1 year or less. Very few people at all can do that. And so that's part of our iconic brand. Okay. So to help you grow your culture, right? So you stand out from some of the other 400,000 groups out there, you might want to have themes. You can have monthly themes. You can have a theme every day, like throughout the week, you have different themes. We do that a lot. Like Monday is mind mastery, Tuesday is Tuesday training with Iconic TV, and we have our flashback Fridays. So we have different themes for the day. That's something that you want to do. That's helping establish your culture. And then what's your style? Okay, some people are really casual, some people are formal, some people are really wacky, some people are all serious. You have to have your own style, and don't change it a lot, right? Be consistent with your style and make it aligned with you. Don't be different than what you really are. Like, don't be one thing on camera and then another thing, or one thing in your group or on camera or on a podcast or whatever. And then when they meet you on a call, you're totally different. Okay. And then the fourth thing that you need to create a culture which helps grow your group is, what are your values? What is it that you stand for? And this is very, very important. This is what you always want to come back to. Like, we're very big on taking a stand against mediocrity, right? I don't believe anyone should be poor. I don't believe anyone should have a business. If in 3 years you haven't made it to $1 million, then there's something wrong with your business strategy. So we want everyone to have the experience of $1 million business so that it's something that you can live off of rather than work for. All right. And then you can pass it on and grow it. But that's one of our values. So freedom is a big value for us because we feel that having that kind of money gives you choice and freedom. And so what are your values? Type some of your values down below. Let me know. Let me see. What are your values that you have for your business? It could be integrity. It could be like speed is another one. We're very focused on speed. We want businesses to grow fast and not slow. Okay. So what are some of yours? Let me see. Put them down in the comments. And by the way, if this is the first time you're here and you haven't been here before, type a number 1 in the comments below. And we have an awesome welcome gift for you. Okay. So just type new or number 1. And if you are a pro, you guys say hello, type pro down below, because today we've got a couple great things that we are giving you guys. Right. And if you just got here, remember, it's super easy to get a group done, but if you don't want to do it, or if you've been doing it the old slow way, maybe you've had a group for a year or two and there's only 10 people in it. Okay. Why don't you let us help you do it and save you time and money, get more leads, have less hassle? Just type hashtag DFY. Okay. So we talked about the training, that the training in the title and the targeting. That's the first thing you have to do to get it set up. Then you have to get the content, right? So we talked about the content. Well, what is the next thing that you have to do is connection. Okay. So how are you getting these connections? How are you connecting to people? What are you doing? So in order for you to connect, it's kind of along the lines of culture. You really have to work on your celebrity status. All right. Because people aren't going to connect with you if they don't look up to you, if you're not edified, if you don't have something unique and cool, and they're like, wow, I've never seen that or heard that, or I really want to connect with that person. You have to be able to create those connections. And so you want to look at boosting your celebrity factor. And this is easy. Okay. We do trainings on this. We do workshops on this. And there's 3 things that you want to do in order to boost your celebrity factor. And the first thing is you've got to get seen. You have to be, so that means have a show like this. Okay. Get heard. Do you have a podcast? We have a podcast. Or it could be heard through your books. We have books, and Audible and all kinds of stuff. And you want to get paid. So those 3 things establish your visibility, your credibility, and your profitability. All right. And what's the point of having a group if nobody sees you, if they don't believe that you actually know what you're doing, and if you don't make any money off of it? Okay, so that's the power. Get seen, get heard, and get paid. Super easy, right? Now, how many out there, anybody out there have a book? If you guys have a book, go ahead, promote it down below. Let me know. Type the name of your book. Okay, we've obviously got SOAR here. We have The Power of a Wish. Everyday Heroes. My new book, Beyond Mindset, will be out this year. So what are you doing to establish the credibility? Okay, and if you haven't had if you don't have a copy of SOAR, I'd be happy to get you one. All you have to do is go callconnie.com. Go to callconnie.com, have a call with us, and I will get you a copy of the book SOAR, and it has these 4 steps in it. Okay, so so now that you've you understand you have to have content. Now we'll take care of that for you. That's part of us building your group. So how would it be if you didn't have to slave over Canva or all of these technologies, or what is it, Adobe or anything like that, to create your designs and create your content? What if we did that for you? Would that be great? Would that free up like 20 hours a week for you? Of course, because most people are spending 4 hours a week just trying to get their content out and their messaging out. So we realize that's a bottleneck for you. You shouldn't be doing that. So let our team do that for you. And if you want to know more about that, just do #DFY. Okay. So what's the next thing that you need is you need to create a solid community. This is the number one thing that you really need to do in your business right now, 23, 24, 25. You have to have community. If you don't have a solid community and a feeling of community, your business will not thrive, because the world is so isolated now. People are craving community. And so what are the 4 things? First of all, you need a place. Best place for this community. You can have your own community. You can have a circle community. You can have a Yuki. You can have some people use different groups. Facebook is the largest. It's still the best place for a community, and it still gives you connection to millions and billions of people. So you want to have one place. Now, depending on your business, we might recommend different places for you. So just ask us, okay? Show us your business, and we'll say, oh, best place for that type of business is here, okay? So we have several communities that we use, and it depends on the different type of business, right? So you have to have the right place, but then you have to do the people. Now, if you get people from the top of your funnel, it's not going to work, because then those people are so broad and they don't have anything in common, right? So you have to target people correctly so that they have a lot in common, so that they can connect with you and with others. Right? If people don't feel connected, they're going to disappear. Like when you come into our community, first thing we do is give you a welcome gift. We say, what kind of information do you need? And we give you all the tools up front that you need to grow your business. Okay. And so we want to make that connection with you. And then we have to understand what is the problem. If you don't have a problem that's going on in your community, then you can't really serve them much. And it won't grow. Some people think, oh, I got a place and I've got a whole bunch of people, but they don't have anything wrong, okay? Or they're not bonded together in something. So if people don't have a problem, they're not going to make a change, okay? And without a problem, you're not going to make any profit. So you have to have a product that addresses their problem. And that's how you build a solid community. You miss one of those, or you do them out of order, and it won't work. Because what do a lot of people do? They're trying to promote their product, and they say, hey, here, buy this, now come into my community. Have you guys seen that? Where you buy something, they say, now come into the community, and then it's weird, right? So don't do that. Build community first. It will grow faster and bigger than if you try to grow with the product first, right? The product comes last, and the place and the people come first. And then from gathering all those people, I highly recommend you survey your people, and then you can find out what is the problem that they need, because you might have created something, but it doesn't solve the problem that the people that are attracted to you want, right? So we've got to figure out all 3, the place, the people, the problem, and then the product. You've got to do it in that order, and don't do it out of order. Okay. So if you want to go to the next step of groups, the next step is the cash flow, right? And so this is all about what we talked about, curriculum. Okay. So for the curriculum, hold on. So sorry, somebody came in the room here. For curriculum, what are we talking about? Do you have some courses or programs or a membership program or something like that? Are you doing collaborations with people? And by collaborations, it could be that you have other people come into your group and you co-host a show. It could be that you have sponsors who come in and support, right? It could be that you might have collaborations with other products. So who are you going to collab with? It could be that you have influencers that promote your group. Okay, so you've got different people that you could collab with. That's going to be a source of cash flow. And then the other thing is continuity. Is how do you get them to stick and to come back again and again and buy again and again and again? Okay, and then calls. How do you get them on a call so that you can move them forward? So those are the 4 things that you need to get the cash flow going. Okay, now speaking of calls, if you would love a call, if you would like to chat and see how do you do that done for you thing, what does it look like? How much time does it take to get set up? Like, we could actually do that and get your group set up within a week. Okay, and then we take care of all of your content and your continuity and the community aspect for you. It's really, really cool. Okay. So, and we've been doing this for a number of years. So don't feel like we just started this and we're trying to figure it out. We've been doing this, and the goal is to get you to 7 figures. Okay. So, if you want to do all this by yourself, you're like, great, that sounds awesome, but I don't want you guys to do it. I want to do it by myself. Then we can do that too. And all you have to do is do hashtag groups. And we've got a group building kit so that you could do this all by yourself. Okay. And the way it works is, if you see here, is like, it could be Facebook groups. You might be a LinkedIn person. You might be growing your business through YouTube. And they're all different sizes and different types. And so in that kit, we're going to show you for all of them. It doesn't matter what kind of group you want to build. Just type hashtag groups and we will get back with you. My team will send you a message and follow up, make sure that's what you want. And you want to do it yourself and have a done for you kit, and you just follow the steps. That's perfect. Okay. So just type hashtag groups if you want to create your own groups yourself. Okay. And then, of course, if you want to watch this, if you missed some of the beginning, I want you to just type hashtag replay. Okay. Hashtag replay. And you can watch this again, get everything that we built out here. And then you can decide, maybe I want you guys to do it. Maybe I want to do it by myself, or maybe I just want to call to figure out which is the best way. Okay. So my recommendation, make a call. Okay. Just go to callconnie.com. We will help you figure out, how do you grow your group? Where are you? Why is it stuck? Okay. And then we can do everything for you. Again, we'll build it out. We'll create it. We'll automate it. We'll promote it for you. All you have to do is type hashtag DFY. Okay. And what does it look like? The new way is it takes less than an hour a day. It's automated. It's systemized. It's bottom of the funnel, which means it's only the specific perfect avatar for you. Okay. And it's how you get 300 leads in 30 days. And this system has been proven for over 4 years. We've had people build 1,000 people in their group in just a couple weeks. But if you follow the steps, there's only 4 steps. 300 new leads in 30 days. What would that do for your business? If your offer is $5,000 and let's say you can only close 3% of those people, I mean, that's 9 people, and your offer is $5,000, that's $45,000 in a month, right? So our whole thing is to get you to $50,000 a month, and using the leverage of groups. It's amazing. It's so simple, but please don't do it the old way. Okay. Remember, the old way is going to make you hate groups. You're going to spend 4 to 5 hours a day. It's going to be random. You're going to feel like you're spamming everybody. You're talking to everybody and their dog, and nobody is going to be your perfect avatar, and you're going to get very few unqualified leads. Okay. So if you just got here, type hashtag replay or hashtag DFY, and we will explain how the whole system works for you, what it is, what it looks like, how quickly we can get you started. But the only thing is, it's bespoke, meaning it's customized, it's tailored to you. And we have to understand what your business is and all of that. And therefore, we can't have like 200 people do it. So I don't know how many, but probably no more than a dozen can we handle. So if you just are curious, just type hashtag DFY and we'll do it. But if you want to have it, just do it yourself and you don't need our help, then just do hashtag groups and we will give you our group program. All right. See you guys later. See you next week. Thanks for being here, and type hashtag call if you have any questions. See you next week for Iconic TV Live at